So many of you golfers have problems staying down when you hit the golf ball. So we call this early extension when the body rises up. A lot of you are trying to stay down, and when you try and stay down, you end up keeping your head down too long. But the real fault is you don't end up pivoting correctly through the golf ball or managing the way you tilt through the golf ball to guarantee hitting this little white ball as we want to consistently. Let's get stuck into some fixes and some reasoning behind why you do what you do. So in an ideal world, when we hit the golf ball, we want to be tilting like so. So our body, our shoulders are tilted and our hips are tilting, so we can basically turn, maintain our spine angle as best we can and measure the ground correctly. We want to be consistent with how this club lands on the floor. Lots of golfers will, as they come down to the golf ball, start to extend as they move in their pelvis towards the golf ball and then their chest and torso away from the golf ball. And then some of them will try and keep the head down at the same time, so they get this kind of look into the golf ball. Now, if you're doing that, good luck rotating, so it's really hard to rotate when you do that. Now, sometimes this is caused by the plane of your swing, which is the arc of the swing, arc of the club around your body. So if that plane is coming down over plane, you're going to want to stand up as you approach the golf ball to try and shallow that club or get it nearer to the correct arc to make good contact. Other times it can happen just through conceptual or from physical stuff. So really today what we want to do is give you some great feels and concepts to feel that we can stay down whilst rotating and swiveling through the golf ball. Because the word stay down, for me particularly, I don't like, purely because I don't want golfers to kind of look like this. I don't want that. I want golfers to be able to keep their right side turning and tilting as we swivel, I'll use that word, swivel through the golf ball. That is what I want you to achieve. So I'm going to give you some ways of feeling that now, and then take those feels straight into hitting shots. First way I'm going to give you is a little what I call ice skater type drill. So we take your address as normal, swing to the top of your backswing. As we swing down, let your right foot slide back and let your shoulders tilt over the golf ball like so. So we want to feel we're almost diving forward. I call it like diving into the swimming pool while we ice skate back. So we're making the pelvis go back and tilt while we feel like we're tipping over into the pool. That would be the practice swing feels. You can try hitting golf balls doing this too, but it is quite tough. And some of the contact you'll get from this will be a little bit inconsistent. Also, if you're used to standing up, we might well find that your arms get quite long and casty. As we get close to the golf ball, your trail arm in particular has to get a little bit more bent. Otherwise, we'll end up burying that club or your radius into the ground. So we definitely want to feel that the circle we create is leveling out at the right position, and that's managed by the tilt and the arm structure we have to make good contact. Let's try hitting one doing that. So stand a tiny bit closer to the golf ball to make this easier. Swing back. So I probably kept my head down a little bit too long then, but apart from that, I really liked the way it made me feel I had these tilts through the golf ball. So that would be way one of giving you the feels. We will end with some natural concepts to go to the golf course. Way two is take a club and put it across your shoulders or chest like this, and feel you're trying to get that golf club down to the golf ball as close as you can. So we're basically getting what we call more right side bend and then turn. That's what we're doing. So let the shaft go to the right, then turn, and let the head swivel towards target. So that would be the practice swing. Right side bend, turn, let the head swivel. Once we've got that feeling, again, I can feel this in my lower right side of my back. You might well feel it there too. Depends how flexible you are in those areas and depends what you currently do. Once you've got that feel, let's go ahead and hit a ball and try and feel we can get the same feelings through the shot. And that one felt great. Nice bit of ball and turf, really straight shots, solid contact, felt quite easy. When you manage your tilts, a lot of other things happen for free, and that's what we want really from this video. If we stay down the right way, you will start to get great consistent contact. So how do we take this to the golf course? Well, I would like you in the golf course to think about one simple thing, and we're going to think about our trail shoulder. So what I want you to think about with your trail shoulder is point it to the ground. So in the downswing, we're going to point it to the ground level with the trail foot, and then let it rotate and make sure we're looking at the target with our eyes pretty quickly. So again, the practice swing would be the right shoulder movement, and then the swivel. Stand behind the golf ball. Visualize the shot, pick your spot to aim at. Step into the golf ball. Get comfortable. Think about that trail shoulder. Again, really pleased with the shot, solid and straight. So those golf course thoughts will be what I try and own straight away in the golf course. You can think a little bit more in your swing if you wanted to. You could think, backswing, take away something, and then just trail shoulder on the way down, or just trail shoulder. But don't have more than 2 swing thoughts on the golf course if you want to play well and lower your scores.